ESPN2, we are presented by Progressive Insurance. Huge moves all over the place yesterday in the NFL. We just gave you day one, all of the quarterback moves, but how about a future Hall of Famer on the move? Mike Evans going from Tampa to San Francisco. Smalls, you love this guy. Let's start there. How shocked are you that he made the decision, Tampa wanted him back, to say, you know what, my time in Tampa was amazing. That's where I retire. I'm a Tampa Bay Buck, Ring of Honor guy. I'll be in the Hall of Fame one day. There's no bad blood, but he did choose to leave Tampa to go to San Francisco. How surprised were you?
I was surprised because to me, this is an indictment on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And you would think in that division, which is a winnable division, and they have won many years, that he would want to stay there, because in the statement it said it was never about money, that the Bucks made an incredibly aggressive offer. As you said, Evan, they wanted to keep him. But the fact that Mike Evans is saying, hey, I only have a finite amount of time left in my career and I want to go somewhere else where I think I have a better opportunity, and San Francisco is that place, it did surprise me. Because if you are in a franchise where you matter, like he's going to be someone that matters there from a historical standpoint, and they want to keep you. And from the outside looking in, we think that they still have a chance to compete, a chance to win that division. And he's saying, nah, I have a better chance elsewhere. That was a bit surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, you have an opportunity to get with one of the best coaches in the National Football League in Kyle Shanahan, one of the best game planners from an X's and O's standpoint, play designers, and you have an opportunity to play with the second best quarterback that you've had throughout your entire career in Brock Purdy. So, yeah, I don't think it's crazy for Mike Evans to want to get up out of Tampa. I think it's an indictment on what the Bucs got going on, but I also think it's a vote of confidence for the sustained success that they've been able to have in San Francisco. Thinking about all of the injuries that the 49ers had this year and yet somehow, some way found their way to double-digit wins and being in the postseason. That type of consistency is attractive for players. And if you look at Mike Evans' career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's been a roller coaster. It's been some good years. There have been a lot of lean years. It's been up and down. With the San Francisco 49ers, they have been consistent in terms of their overall program and the trajectory of their team. And I think that's something that attracts Mike Evans. Also, having an opportunity to play with guys like Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle, it creates more opportunities for Mike Evans to get one-on-one situations so he can do what he does best. Very few times in Mike Evans' career has he been on the field and he hasn't been the guy that opposing defenses circle in terms of the number one player to stop. Mm-hmm. That will not be the case with the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm sure for him that's a welcome change.
All right, so much to digest here. Let's go team by team. Is Mike Evans telling us something about the Bucs?
Yes.
I think 100% he is.
Okay, so that when we look at that NFC South, which has been over the last few years like, oh, anybody can win the division, but when push comes to shove, well, the Bucs are going to win the division, right? They just do that. They go out there and get Alex Anzalone yesterday from Detroit, linebacker. They get Kenneth Gainwell, had a great year last year in Pittsburgh, to be a running back on their team. But you guys both believe Mike Evans is telling us something that when we sit down and whenever we give out our predictions for the NFL season coming up in 26-27, that the NFC South, we should not default to the Bucs anymore. Based on what Mike Evans just told you. One of the smartest guys in the league, one of the most respected guys in the league, one of the most loyal guys in the league is saying, I love you, I'll come back to you, but for right now I'm going here. That we should really read into that, as maybe they're not as good as we had thought they were going to be.
Do you take it another way?
No, I take it in that way, in a big way, and I'm very nervous because I like Todd Bowles a lot, but now it feels like he just put Todd Bowles in the hot seat. Unintentionally, but that's how I take it, right? That's number one. Then number two, so that's one team.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, also, I think maybe it says something about Baker Mayfield. If you had success with him, but you think you could have more success elsewhere, not only with just Kyle Shanahan and the talent they have, but with a different quarterback in Brock Purdy, I think as a wide receiver, if you elect to leave somewhere where you are a legend and you have won the division many times, you've won there, but you're saying, I think I have a better chance with this guy. That says something to me.
Okay, so now let's talk about where he went. Are the Niners Super Bowl contenders?
Yes. If they can stay healthy, and that's a big if.
That's a huge if.
A huge if.
A huge if.
But think about what they did last year, and they were decimated with injuries. I absolutely put them in that conversation.
Can't dismiss it.
What about that left tackle? They need to work something out there. Trent Williams is certainly the biggest piece to the puzzle that we don't know about right now, right? We know that Brandon Ayuk is not going to be there, right? He's gone. By the way,
he wasn't there last year.
Right. Driving away. But now, I think they still should add another wide receiver because Jawan Jennings is probably going to go now. They do have Ricky Pearsall, a former first-round pick who's been banged up the first couple of years of his career. But Super Bowl contender. So that division right now, Seattle, who lost a lot yesterday. Kobe Bryant goes to the Bears. Kenneth Walker goes to the Chiefs. Rashid Shaheed stays. There are other guys they lost, but I'm just off the top of my head. So Seattle lost a bunch of guys. The Rams are going all in, basically adding the entire Chiefs secondary at this point, right, with Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson. So now we have 3 legit Super Bowl contenders in one division in the NFC West.
But didn't we feel that way about that division last year?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, my personal opinion, I thought there were 2.
You didn't think the Seahawks
The one that won the Super Bowl was the one that I didn't think was the Super Bowl contender. I got to be honest about this.
But that's
because you didn't listen to me.
No, I listened.
That's right. But he wasn't a Sam Darnold believer. He didn't think he could get it done.
I admit I was very wrong about that. Well, you guys were wrong about the Niners last year, to be fair.
I was dead wrong about the Niners.
Yeah.
Dead wrong.
But now it seems like all 3 of us are going to be right in that there are going to be 3 teams. Actually, I don't think Seattle's a Super Bowl contender this year. But anyway, I don't.
What about all of that and the wake of them winning where you were like, Mike McDonald, genius. John Snyder, is he the best executive in football? They were hiding in plain sight.
You don't win back-to-back. It doesn't happen.
Why do you always want to fade Sam Darnold in the Seahawks?
You get eliminated because you won the year before.
They just won the title. You have to give them the respect.
Right,
they are the champs until somebody beats them.
So if I were to say right now...
You didn't do that to the Eagles two seasons ago.
You're right. I did not. So that wasn't fair. But anyway.
This is all about Sam Darnold.
All about Sam. He still hasn't let it go. He still hasn't let it go. He still doesn't want to admit that Sam Darnold is a good quarterback.
Sam Darnold's going to throw a pick in week 1 or 2, and Evan's going to be like, ghost again. There he is.
He's a championship-level quarterback. He just proved it.
Anyway, so would you say the top 3 teams in the NFC are all in the NFC West?
Ooh.
No.
No.
Who's jumping above the NFC West teams?
I feel better about what the Chicago Bears got going on than the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah.
Tell me why.
I mean, I believe in the coach Ben Johnson. I believe in the quarterback Caleb Williams. He has more horsepower than Brock Purdy. I believe in the running game that the Chicago Bears have established. And I see what they're trying to do on the defensive side of the ball. So, yeah, I think the trajectory for the Chicago Bears is pointed a little bit higher than San Francisco.
I would also put the Packers in that mix. I'm interested to see what happens at quarterback in Minnesota. I'm certainly not going to dismiss the Eagles. And I am worried about San Francisco staying healthy. And I know it wasn't super problematic for them last year because they still went into the playoffs and they still won games. But that stuff has a compounding effect. I worry about their health. I do. I can't. The way you can't shake Sam Darnold and your preconceived bias about him, even though he's a champion, that's how I feel about San Francisco and the injuries. Right. It's hard for me to go there.
Any way you cut it. We all like what San Francisco did yesterday getting Mike Evans.
Loved it.
Yeah, great move. And it may only be a 1-year, $16 million deal. That may all, he could go 1 year and be like, you know what, I missed Tampa, I'm going to go back. It would not shock me.
You added a guy who had 11 consecutive seasons with 1,000 receiving yards. How are you not going to love that move?
And he only didn't last year because of injury.
Correct.
Only didn't because of injury.
He's as consistent and productive as they come. It was an excellent move.
He always gets the job done, just like Granger, CC, getting the